If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond, and you're still operating in that old school method of low calorie, low fat, low carb, and you're not paying attention to the protein that you're taking in, then your body is for sure paying the price. Fatigue, muscle loss, flabbiness, lunch lady arms, cravings, not feeling satiated after you eat a full meal, and even gaining weight even though you feel like you're doing everything right. You know, protein is more than just about muscle. It's about your metabolism, and it is a hormonal powerhouse. So protein's responsible for your muscle, your hair, your skin. Think collagen, think keratin, think elastin. It's responsible for biochemical reactions like your digestion and muscle contraction. It's even responsible for how you store and transport nutrients. Now, why is protein so important for women, but especially as we start to age? See, as we start to mature, we actually start to lose muscle. We actually lose the ability to efficiently break down and process protein. So our needs go even higher. See, as we start to lose that testosterone, estrogen, we're losing strength, we're losing mobility. That's actually defined as sarcopenia, meaning that we're actually losing muscle. And muscle is really important. It's important for how we move throughout the day. It's supporting our immune system, and it also supports our bone health and bone strength. I want you to think about a couple of things. If you start losing muscle, then our bones become weaker because the weight of muscle will actually help your bones turn over. Now, let's think about our bones. So you're taking calcium to support your bones, but then you're not taking in enough protein. You see, now you have the decline of testosterone, estrogen, muscle loss, and not taking in enough protein. That's the perfect recipe for osteoporosis. Why? Why did I talk about the calcium? Because yeah, calcium's important, but protein is just important because protein actually makes up 50% of your bone mass. What? Protein, good for your bones. Now, what are some signs that you may not be getting enough protein in? Well, talked about it already. Are you fatigued? Are you flabby? I always call it the lunch lady arms. One of our clients, she goes, "Oh my gosh, look at my arms." I'm like, strength train and protein. What about cravings? Are you having consistent cravings, or after you eat, you're consistently feeling like you're not satiated? Like, I need just something to munch on, but you're not craving for salty or sweet or anything, just something. That's a sign that you're not getting in enough protein. See, protein is so important for how it processes nutrients to the body. And when you're not getting in enough protein throughout the day, it'll actually start looking for other calories. So that can be another reason why you may be doing all the things, or you feel like you're doing all the things right, but you're not getting any results, or you're even gaining weight because you're consuming more calories because your body is looking for the protein needs. So you think about that. Not only that, when I talk about like the flabbiness, what about, are you going and training and you're working out, doing your workouts, and you're doing the right types of workouts, but you don't feel like you're really getting results? You kind of look soft. Protein. So you're probably wondering, how much protein should you be taking in? Okay, so that's based on your height, your weight, and even like your activity level. But in the beginning, your height and your weight. You want to look for like 1 gram per lean body mass, or ideal weight. And often people are like, well, what is my ideal weight? Don't worry. I actually did a video on that. So you can go check that out, and it shows you exactly how you can use AI to identify your ideal weight. But when you identify that, then you're going to start consuming and looking at simple ways that you can increase your protein. Now, let me rewind for a second, because people always want to know, well, how much protein should I be taking in? But first, you should really identify how much protein are you taking in right now. Simple way is just to start tracking. Use the Lose It app, MyFitnessPal, whatever food app you like. Just make sure it shows you your macronutrients, your protein, your fat, your carbohydrates, and don't overthink it. Don't, start stressing over the food that you're eating. Eat how you normally eat, track it for 7 days, and then average it out. And then it's going to show you your protein, your fat, and your carbs. And you can see, am I close? Am I really far away from what your actually protein number should be? And then the last for that is, I want you to realize that most women, and this is not for you to feel guilty or to beat you up, they don't get enough protein in. What we see on average, they're probably getting 50 to 60 grams of protein in. And that's really low. That's kind of like a dialysis patient. So you want to think about, what am I getting in and how much, tracking it, And okay, maybe in the beginning, that number can be very daunting to you. So if you weigh 200 pounds and you're like 1 gram per mass, that's a lot of protein. When you're heavier, or should I say when you're carrying more body fat, you have a little bit of leeway. Just like when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you have a lot of leeway of not consuming the right amount of protein. But as you start to mature and the leaner you are, the more important is the getting in that 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But here, think about this. Just don't go under 100 pounds. Start there. So when you track your 7 days and you average it out and say it's under 100 grams, just start shooting for 100 grams and then start moving up to what your body actually needs. Don't get discouraged. I always say don't get discouraged because that information is really important. Get encouraged because now you know where to go. So what are some sources? Real simple. Organic chicken. Any type of organic chicken. It doesn't matter if it's chicken breasts or, drumsticks or thighs, you're gonna get protein and you're gonna get some good fat. Just make sure it's organic. Grass-fed beef, again, it doesn't matter to me whether it's a filet or something that's really lean or if it's a ribeye, my favorite. Now you're gonna get a lot more fat there, but again, your body needs fat. But you can do protein shakes, you can do Greek yogurt. There's so many different options for you when it comes to protein. Just start looking at what you're eating and say, okay, does this have what I need? And a good serving size at a meal is like 30 grams. Don't have to be perfect. Don't stress over that number. Why do I say 30 grams? Because studies show that set point of 30 grams is going to help it talk to your brain to help turn back on your metabolism. So because when you're eating, your metabolism is more focused on digesting your food versus burning calories. And also you need it to tell your brain that you're actually full, and protein's part of that. So that 30 grams, what does that look like? It can be actually like a small chicken breast. It doesn't have to be really big. It can be, 4 eggs is just under 30 grams of protein. There you have it. It's that simple. See, protein, it's not a bodybuilder thing. It's not a fitness thing. It's supporting and protecting your body thing. And when you do that, you're able to show up each day with purpose, with energy, so you can live the way you want to live. Curious how you can hit your protein goals without obsessing over the numbers and stressing out? Go ahead and download my Hormone Reset 101 guide. It'll make things simple for you. You can find it in the details. And don't forget to subscribe for more hormone healthy tips.